Haste Makes Waste. Stage 2 of the reopening plan for New York City has been implemented in the 5 boroughs by an edict from Mayor Bill de Blasio on the provisions of the Phase 2 food and liquor establishments, bars and restaurants, are now permitted to serve beverages and meals at outdoor tables and chairs set up on adjacent sidewalks and streets. So, in the spirit of taking advantage of any and all easings on restrictions placed by the governmental lockdowns and quarantines during the recent spikes in the COVID-19 pandemic, Big Mike decides to test the limits of the freedom of assembly and patronize one of the many drinking establishments on St. Mark's Place in East Village. The street was choked with tables and chairs laid out in small groups alongside the multitude of bars and cafes of St. Mark's, only which to choose from: Mogador, Evie, Crift Dogs. Most of all, what I needed was a place to sit. My now severe, degenerative, painful osteoarthritis precluded me from standing for more than a few minutes at a time. Most places were already occupied by crowds under 30 urban professionals, most without face masks. Tried a couple of these places, only to be met with, "I'm sorry, sir, but these seats are all reserved for a party of guests." Finally, I found the place, Craft and Carry, little more than a bodega with beer on tap behind the tiny bar, but also with a number of tiny tables and a series of benches set up on the sidewalk in the street outside. I wonder, sir, if you could spare some space on your bench there next to you. I use purchasing a beverage if there's nowhere to sit down. Well, I am expecting someone, but I'll move over. Okay, run inside Craft and Carry to make a beverage purchase. Not really interested in drinking, only interested in hanging out in this newly reopened East Village social scene. Check out the young hot chicks, listen in on their dull chatter, and eavesdrop on their pointless conversations. Do you have any sparkling mineral water? No, actually, we have no non-alcoholic drinks at all. Well, except for draft root beer. Well, I guess we'll have that then. The barmaid drew a 12-ounce plastic container's worth of dark brown sudsy soda from a tap on the tiled wall behind her. That'll be $6. A little steep for a cup of soda, but I'm really not buying a root beer. I really didn't come here to drink. I'm buying the real estate on that wooden bench out front. I returned to the bench outside on St. Mark's Place. The guy's friend, who we had been expecting, finally did arrive, occupying my seat. When they saw me coming, the whole group shifted to the right, affording me a spot on the bench. I just got back from Indiana. How do I look? I must look an absolute mess. I left my beard care kit back in Indiana by mistake, so I couldn't trim it before I got here. Here, look. He takes his friend's hand and rubs it lightly across the blonde stubble on his chin for extra emphasis. At best, it's simply a George Michael-style 5 o'clock shadow, and Big Mike can make this harsh judgment since Big Mike won the Best Mutton Chop Championship Fez at the 11th Annual Coney Island Beard and Mustache Competition back in 2018. Have you ever bought something personal online with your company credit card by mistake? I don't remember. Well, I'm going camping next week. I wanted to buy a female urination device for the trip. I'm going to be hiking the Appalachian Trail out in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't want to stop just anywhere if I had to pee. It kind of looks like a funnel attached to this plastic bowl with a hole in the bottom. Kind of looks like a vagina. I know I should have been ordering it while I was at work, but I didn't have any other time to get it done, so I was ordering it, and I hit the send button. Before I knew it, the icon popped up on the screen saying, "Female urination device. Charge the credit card of 105 Low Library, Columbia University Alumni Association." So what am I supposed to do now? Think I can stop the payment before it goes through? Sure hope so. I'm in big trouble if I can't. Such dull, self-indulgent chatter there is to listen in on here. So I changed my plans, down my draft beer, and head home instead. Hey bro, I was just in the public men's room in the park with my dog Mama right here. And there was this guy sitting in the toilet and taking his shit. All of a sudden he goes, "Oh my fucking God, I ain't got no toilet paper and I just took me a shit. What the fuck am I gonna do now?" So I whips out my roll of toilet paper here. Daddy whips out a half-finished roll of Scott toilet tissue from his battered navy blue rolling wheeled suitcase to demonstrate. And I says to him, I says, hey, I got me a roll of toilet paper right here. You can use all you want, but it'll cost you. Give me $5. Well, what was he going to do? I had him by the short hairs. I mean, what else was he going to do? Walk around all day with a shitty stinking ass? But that $5 was for me and my dog mama right here. Here, mama, come on, mama. Come to daddy, mama. Such dull, self-indulgent chatter there is to listen in on here. So I changed my plans, down the rest of my bottle of San Pellegrino sparkling Italian mineral water, and head for home instead.